Good morning, everyone. I'm Braulio Rosa, Executive Director of the Broward County Bar Association. It's my honor and privilege to have Josh Rydell with us here today to talk a little bit about Judge Ari Porth. We are celebrating Drug Court, Broward County's Drug Court. And with that, Josh, welcome.
Thank you for having me. And, it's an honor to speak about some of our amazing members of the judiciary today.
Awesome. So talk to me, tell me why you think it's important to have a drug court here in Broward County.
I've been a criminal practitioner for 16 years now, specifically really in Broward County, but across not only the state of Florida, but in federal courts. And I got to tell you, something I learned early on is that Broward County led the way, founded with Judge Beach, Judge Fogan years ago in drug court, in therapeutic courts that realize, identify, and treat people's problems in a therapeutic way to keep them out of the criminal justice system. It is, when you look at criminal justice as a whole, it really is a no-brainer that we maintain therapeutic courts to keep people out of the system and get them the resources they need. Because for too long, substance abuse was looked at as a stigma. Now we look at it as, a part of mainstream society that we need to try to fix. And it's a blessing to be, really active in a county that identified this so many years ago.
Talk about Judge Porth. Tell us a story about one of your fondest moments appearing in front of him.
Yeah, that could be a trick question, because one of my fondest appearances of being with Judge Porth was actually when he was a prosecutor and he was specifically handling truancy cases for the state attorney's office. But I've known Judge Porth for a very, very long time, and every time you're in front of him, whether it was as an opposing counsel or now as a member of the judiciary, is really an honor. It's a blessing, just because we have a judge that listens. We have a judge that is very critical in their thought process, very deliberate. And he is in a role right now where he literally every single day positively affects someone's life that comes before him. And sometimes that positive effect is keeping someone in jail for a little bit. So he has the knowledge, the intuition, and the temperament to really be the appropriate person for the role he's sitting in right now.
So talking about temperament, elaborate, talk a little bit more about him. I know Judge Porth, he's just a wonderful human being. So I know how pleasant and kind he is, but you've known him longer. Talk a little bit about it.
Everything from, I built a relationship with Ari about a decade ago. Judge Porth, I apologize. We'll keep it formal for the purpose of celebrating the judge. But even before he was in the role as a judge, when he was in the state legislature, when he was a state attorney, he has focused his entire career on helping people, helping legislation to help our kids, helping in the drug court system, to help our struggling members of our community. So this is a role that's not foreign to him. It's actually very fitting for him. I couldn't imagine him in any other role but for, I like to call it sometimes, it's probably a bad moniker, but he's a social worker type of judge. He's a judge that will go out of his way to make a connection, to find a connection, to help somebody. And he has built his entire career doing that. So on a temperament front, it takes a special kind of person to do that, to acknowledge that there's obstacles and there's struggles, and to be willing to continue to work with somebody to help them succeed.
Josh, anything else to add? Because I think you've nailed it already, but.
Judge Porth's involvement not only in our drug court and our mental health court, and even things that he's done for our criminal justice and legal system years ago, he's going to be remembered, and he's not done yet. And it's not only a pleasure to appear in front of him, but it's a pleasure because he's not just a judge. He's very engaged in numerous facets in the community as well, and that really speaks to the man he is, the human he is, because he's never going to be done giving back. So I look forward to him continuing to help our communities and be an asset for our criminal justice system.
Josh, thank you. I know you're super busy. Appreciate you spending some time with me and talking about Judge Porth.
That's the easy thing, Braulio, because he's an easy judge to speak very positively of.
Have a wonderful day, Josh.
Thank you, Braulio. You too.
Perfect.